Wow, I haven't done a video about FGO in a long time. Might as well throw more variety into the channel right now. Hello my fellow masters, welcome to another lore video. The title might say Fate Grand Order, but this time I'm talking about the Fate franchise as a whole, as most of the concepts I'm going to explain are present in most anime and games. As always, trying to make it simple, at least as simple as explaining this franchise is, I'm going to talk about some key concepts. That way, if you want to dwell more into this lore, you can have some bases and not be completely lost. Fate is a whole different beast, with characters and powers that can defy the laws of what was previously stated in other timelines. Some things can change from time to time. If you see some minor changes as you explore more of this universe, they are bound to happen since this lore has been stretched a lot. Without further ado, let's begin. In a world whose history has developed a lot of branches of knowledge over time, we find the study and use of magic to be a distinctive topic in the modern world. Mages. At a simple glance they look like other people around you, but inside they hold a unique feature in their bodies: magic circuits. Acting like a second nervous system, mages can modify the flow of mana that runs in their bodies. Mana is an invisible energy for most people, but for mages, it's fuel to them. If a mage abuses the power of magic, the mana inside them can take a toll on their body, from fatigue to death in extreme cases. Mages normally stay in the shadows and have developed a field of study on their own. The pursuit of knowledge has gone a bit far, with some mage houses aiming to reach a place called the Root, said to be the origin of all knowledge. This place is unreachable by conventional methods. It requires an ungodly amount of magical energy to do so. For many years, it seemed impossible to reach the Root, until the creation of a certain ritual called the Holy Grail War. As depicted in legends, the Holy Grail is an omnipotent wish-granter created since the era of the gods. Fundamentally, it's a big magic reactor. Once given enough energy, it will create magic on its own. Even with this, mages couldn't fill the reactor with enough energy to make it work. The Grail is said to be sentient, and this is when the ritual takes place. Once every 10 years, the Grail will choose 7 mages to fight for supremacy. As any battle royale, only the last man standing will receive the power of having a wish granted to them. But mages, being as fancy and sometimes cowardly as they are, decided not to just simply throw hands against each other. No, they created a summoning system to bring forth powerful magical familiars. These familiars are known as servants. A mage that has a contract with a servant is called a master, and are recognizable by the red marks on their right hand. These red marks are called command seals. They come in different shapes and forms, but they are used to force a servant to do anything the master orders. It can also be used to further enhance a servant's attack. All masters always have 3 seals. If they run out of them, there's a high chance their servant goes rogue and win the Grail for themselves. A servant is classified as a familiar to most mages. In reality, they are manifestations of individuals that left their mark in human history. Just a shadow of their former selves, most servants are mighty powerful. Their powers come from the legends that surround their persona, and their personalities are almost identical from the time they were alive. Only 7 servants can be summoned by the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail War is a battle to the death between masters and powerful heroes, and the last master with a servant by their side will be considered victorious. There's a reason why servants are summoned. Remember how I said that mages can't fill the Grail by themselves? Since a servant's existence in the modern world is sustained by mana, once a servant is defeated, their magical energy is returned and stored in the Grail. Once 5 servants are defeated, the Grail can be manifested, and it's the energy of the 6th servant that can activate the Grail's power, granting a wish to both the master and the servant that are left. But the servants have another addition: they have a class. This can benefit them with certain stats or effects only active for that one class. In the original Fate, there are 7 classes, while Grand Order introduces more to a maximum of 13 classes. I'm just going to talk about the 7 original classes for the sake of simplicity. The 7 servant classes are classified in the 3 knight classes and the 4 specialized classes. In the knights we have sabers, lancers, and archers. Undoubtedly the most recognizable and normally the most powerful. The servants under these categories are selected by their weapon of choice: swords for sabers, lances and spears for lancers, and ranged weapons for archers that can cover bows, guns, or even cannons. The other 4 classes are Rider, Caster, Assassin, and Berserker. These have different perks. Riders can summon a mount to help them in battle, like horses or chariots. Casters have a lot of tools in their arsenal, and are very clever. Some can even break the laws of the ritual. Assassins have a default ability that hides their presence to both humans and servants. Finally, the Berserkers have sacrificed their sanity for more power, making them a dangerous enemies in the command of the Right's Master. As you can see, this is only a scratch on the surface of the extensive Fate lore. This was the last section to keep it simple. If it was of interest to you and want more Fate lore, make sure to let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, it do means a lot. Like the video if you think it's that good. Subscribe for more videos about your favorite historical character based game. And I'll see you masters in the next one. Bye bye.